Hello everyone, welcome to Love Wander Read Wednesday. I'm Janine Rosche, and today I thought I would give you a tour of my writing studio. And because the birds across the way are going absolutely insane, we're gonna go ahead and step inside. So this was originally an unfinished workshop. It is attached to our garage and it is not heated in the winter time. It's not air conditioned in the summertime. And when we first came in, it was covered with spiders. So if you were scared of spiders, you would not have wanted to step foot into this place. But we've done what we can with it. We've painted, we've added some flooring, and I've done my best to try to decorate. That is not my strong suit, so just bear with me. Here's the basic idea of it, and I'm gonna go through each area, starting with my massive plotting board. My husband thought I was crazy when I first told him that I wanted to buy this huge dry erase board, but I love it. You see, I am not by nature a plotter. I'm a pantser, which means that I like to sit down in my computer chair and let the characters guide me. Now, I can't do that when I'm writing mass market novels. I have to write very lean. I don't have time to have extra scenes that don't have a place in my story. And so I have to become a plotter to a certain extent. So here's my attempt. When I'm plotting a story, I use the hero's journey. And I really learned about this first from a session that was taught by Brian Bird, who is one of the writers for Wind Calls the Heart. And he told me about this great resource called The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler. And I highly recommend it. And it has 12 stages of a story that really take you from the beginning to a call to adventure through all the trials and tribulations and, gaining allies and fighting off enemies and then hitting the dark moment of the soul and then finally having redemption. And so you can see all of those different areas up there at the top, and then you see each one of those post-it notes stands for a scene. The pink post-it notes are the heroine's POV, and the blue post-it notes are the hero's POV. And so you can see for the most part, it goes back and forth. Down at the bottom, you can see where I got really lazy and my pantser side just came out. Those are the various plot threads that will occur in my Aspen Crossroads novel. That is the first book in the Whisper Canyon series. So each one of those threads, there's a faith thread for each of the characters. There is the hearts stand for the affection and the moments, like the romantic moments, and then also the big plot moments. Now you can see that I kind of got lazy towards the end and stopped putting them on the board. And I guess if my story breaks down in the middle, you know why. It's because I stopped plotting. Now there's something else that's really cool about this board. Now bear with me while I try to swivel it. There is another side. And this is my town for this next series. This is Whisper Canyon, and I've drawn it out, and I have all the various businesses and the homes for my characters. Down there at the bottom, that is my whole series timeline. So if this series ends up having 3 books, you will get to see all of those plot points come through in book form. So now we're gonna move on. So here I have my writing area and my dog treats, because that's the only way I can convince my dogs to come in here with me, is to bribe them with dog treats. I'm surprised they haven't come in already begging for one. I think they pretty much use me. And then they get their treat and then they run back outside. Over here, this is how I keep track of how many words I've written. So each one of these circles stands for 1,000 words. And so as I'm writing, if I hit 1,000 words, I'll put a little magnet up. So I am about to go and take all of those down so I can restart for book 2 of the Whisper Canyon series. Up there, I keep My special notes that mean a lot to me. I am a words of affirmation person. So words cut me really deep and they also lift me up. And so I have notes up here from fellow authors like Kara Putman, Deborah Clack, Jill Kimmerer, Tina Radcliffe, and they're fantastic and they encourage me so much, and I highly recommend that you look for their books. They're from readers as well. I have a note from Joy Tiffany and Karen Rhodes up there. So if you ever think that those little notes that you send don't mean anything, they do, trust me. So over here, this is, first of all, this is kind of my driving force with my writing. And if not, he is still good. Oh, glory, he is still God. That helps me when I get really worried about anything dealing with the writing world. I come back to that verse, and so it's wonderful. And I love that it's hanging in a prominent place in my writing studio. Here is my overstuffed bookshelf, which I'm sure some of you have the exact same thing in your house, right? There's not enough space for all the books that I want to be reading. I have my family life education framework. That is for my day job. I am a college instructor and I teach family relations classes. And so that is basically what I teach off of. And I have my reading area. What book am I about to start reading? Terry Ferris's Until I Met You. I'm really excited to start that one. And over here, I have my goals board, which it may seem like I don't have any goals, but actually my children had come in and erased everything I had written up there and drawn Godzilla and superheroes and butterflies and like monkeys. I don't even know what was happening, but they were trying to help me plot my next story. So a little speculative, a little fantasy, maybe some sci-fi. I think there was time travel in there. I don't know. That probably won't make it into my next book, but maybe someday. And then over here, I have my exercise bike so I can pedal while I am writing. So I am not just sitting still in my chair for 8 hours a day. So that is my writing studio. I hope you enjoyed my little tour, and I look forward to seeing you guys around on social media.